I grew up in Rochester, New York. It's like upstate New York. My family was like always religious. Both my parents took me to church every Sunday. We were involved in the church. I believed in God, and I told my parents I believed in God. But as I got older and we moved to Michigan, I kind of drifted away. I didn't have very many friends, and I'd lived in Michigan for like 2 years, and I didn't have any friends. And so I started to think why is God putting me in this situation? Like, why would he do this if he's real and he really loves me? When I was in 8th grade, I told everyone I got saved, but I would never actually believed it. I kind of did it more so my parents would stop, trying to get me to go to church and not believing that I was believing in God. So I told everyone I got saved, and I really hadn't. I started going to high school, and it got worse and worse. I would be cussing all the time. Not doing great things, not having the best friends. When I went to Puerto Rico, actually, last summer, I got to be good friends with a lot of people in the church, and they kind of helped bring me to church more often. Like, I'd come every Sunday, come to drive every Wednesday. Then we went to camp this year, and before we went to camp, I kind of had like a talk with my parents, or with my mom, that I wasn't really following God, and they kind of realized it in how I was acting and things I was doing. We went to camp, and I saw people getting saved, and I saw friends getting saved, and I saw the impact that it had on people's lives. All my friends were just so much happier once they met God. The night before, I prayed with Jordan about it and told him everything that was happening in my life, and what was going on, what I was struggling with. And so that prayer really helped. And then I prayed before I went to bed that night, and I thought everything over, and I just really felt like I needed to make that call. Travis had that message. I prayed while I was sitting there, but I was also pretty sick. I was throwing up in the bathroom during most of that message. And then I was sitting outside while they were doing worship, and I was just praying while I was sitting out there. And then I came back in at just the right time when he was talking about burning all the sins in the paper. And I took the paper and I burned it, and I went up and hugged my sister, Jordan, and just prayed with everyone. I met God at camp when I was talking. I just I knew it was the right choice. I could feel it, and I felt weight lifted off my shoulders. I just felt so much more free. I could and then when I came back from camp, I started living it out, just reading my Bible, praying. I've been baptized before, but most of the time was because I wanted people to be proud of me for something I did, because I saw other people getting baptized. Now I realize what it means. It means my life has changed. I'm not the same person I was before. I'm a new person, and I'm living for God now. My name is Jacob Bowers, and I'm getting baptized to show other people like me that you're not alone.